Before we get into the video, I want to explain a couple of things that are important to the process of designing. This is a Titans lineup that I came up with as a part of my DCAU. It's important that as I'm creating the design, I'm creating it around other people since they'll be seeing a lot together. Actually getting into the design now, there are a couple things that I do before to decide what I need to add when I'm drawing it. The first thing is going to be look at older designs, see what we like, and discard what we don't. This one, I'm not particularly a fan of it. I don't really like much of the things that go on with the costume, but what I do like is the fact that it actually does look like a superhero uniform. The second one I'm really a fan of, her 2003 look. It looks very down to earth, which I think kind of fits as an aesthetic for the character. Using goggles and pouches instead of an actual belt in more poppy colors, it gives a more streetwear aesthetic that I kind of wanted to fit in. Now, not many people remember this look, but this is from her Return and Rebirth. What I really liked about this one was the monotone aesthetic. There's not many colors going on, and it really makes her stand out even though it blends her into the rest of the team. Now, while I was designing the one that you're going to see later on, this one dropped, and I have a lot of thoughts on it personally, but what I do like is the streetwear aesthetic. The goggles make a return, and using white, yellow, and black as a color scheme honestly never misses. So what I wanted to include was an outfit that dressed for both cold and warm weather. I wanted to see the goggles. I'm honestly a fan of the mask. I wasn't at first, but the more I looked into it, I kind of started to turn around to it. Now, the thing that I wanted to do most importantly was fit in an entirely different aesthetic. When it comes to making characters, one thing I like to do, especially for characters that don't have a lot of outfits to pull from, is to add a different aesthetic that would match the character, but also doesn't go in line with what we've seen before. So for Terra, I wanted to do something more rock climbing inspired. You're gonna see as we move forward that I have a harness, clips, and I kind of wanted the belt to be all purpose. So instead of just having the rock climbing things that she would have, there's her tea communicator, just a water bottle, stuff that kind of made her feel more like a person, and including that made the design a lot of fun. Now, one thing I hate that I see a lot of the time when it comes to discourse about designs is people not understanding that just because they're wearing something doesn't mean that their skin color, the things on their face or body, their hair, their eyes aren't also a part of the design. I wanted to go with like long hair, like the 2003 design, but I also felt like I was taking too much from that design. And on top of that, I feel like having the one-sided long strand of hair kind of offsets the symmetry of the rest of the design. Another thing was this design almost didn't look like this at all. I came up with a couple of versions, one including the bomber jacket from the most recent design, and it just wasn't doing it for me. Sometimes that just happens where you design something and you think it looks nice, but you should always go back to things with fresh eyes, look at it again, and kind of see what you like and what you don't like, and trust your gut a lot of the time. Don't just do something because you think it might look nice, even though you don't really like it. Just go with your gut. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you're probably right. And that just happened with my most recent Supergirl design. I wanted to do kind of a 2.0 of the original design. A lot of people, I won't say didn't like the blue and red, but they weren't really a fan of it compared to the white and red that I came up with. But I definitely saw it as an opportunity to go back, fix some things with what I had learned and the experience that I had gained working on other designs. But there was a couple of different versions of it that I just did not like, and I didn't know what to do. Always get a second opinion. Look through it a couple of times, ask other people, ask people that may or may not know who the person is. Like, it doesn't matter. You need a second opinion sometimes. Especially considering that the one that I had landed on with that Supergirl design was just because of the people that I had asked, and I took a lot of ideas from them. We did a lot of brainstorming. I want to know that it doesn't just look good to me, it looks good in general. That's gonna kind of be it for me. I didn't expect this video to be so short, but it's kind of a very simple process. It doesn't take a lot to think about, but it does take a lot to do, obviously, because drawing takes a really long fucking time. But yeah, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. See ya.